Hey, what's up everybody? We're out here today. We're going to be doing some test panning our other spot on this old mine. It kind of played out a little bit. There's still gold there and we're going to hit it again, but we're after good quality ground, so we're going to be moving around doing some test panning today. We're going to work both sides of the valley here and see what we can find. Brought the metal detector along to check any rocks we see that might, look like ore, and see what we can find. A lot of mercury in here, so we know the old timers were in here, and we found gold here in the past. Just we didn't work it as much because we found that other spot. So we're going to be out in here, we're going to test pan, and we're going to see what we can find, so stay tuned. Okay, so we made it out to the spot we're going to do our sample panning out today. The creek's got a lot of water in it. It's flowing pretty good. So we're going to get after sample panning, and we'll bring you along as we go. Okay, I'm not sure how good you can see it. Here's some older tailings. It's not from the ancient or the old mine, but somebody's been in here working, so we have permission to be here. So we're going to do a sample pan here. Let's see what we can get. I want to show you this also. This is some old decomposing bedrock here, and right there is some old river gravel sitting on top of it. So that's another spot we're going to sample and see what we can find. What he's doing, he's just getting down under that big boulder. Let's see what he can find. Got salamander eggs on the bottom. A lot of salamanders in here. Welcome to sample panning. A lot of hard work, but after we pan it out, if we get anything, we'll show you. So yeah, somebody in here did a lot of work moving a lot of this rock, so it's always a good idea to check it and see if you see anything. Not necessarily going to mean there's any gold there, but if somebody moved all this rock before, I mean, there's a good, I wouldn't have moved it all without finding some gold, so there's a good chance there's some gold here.
One speck.
He's saying there's one little speck. Yeah, I see it, but I'm not sure. I'm sure the camera's not going to pick that up. So we're going to move on up, see what we can find. Okay, so we got a signal in the bedrock with our metal detector. Probably nothing, but I'm not sure if you can hear it or not. But it's a faint signal. Probably junk, but we're going to dig it and see what we can find. Okay, so we got the target in our gold pan. We're going to pan it down and see what we can find. I'm not sure what it'll be. Probably a piece of lead or a small piece of iron or a nail or something. But we'll find out in a minute if we don't lose it.
So that piece of lead right here. Looks like there's a piece of lead.
Okay, so yeah, we got a piece of lead shot. Not sure if we got any gold or not. No gold, just a piece of lead. Okay, so we worked that other section of the creek in the other valley and didn't find hardly any gold at all. Very few specks. So we made our way back up to the old workings that we've been working, and we worked upstream from down from where the other two creeks meet, and didn't really find anything where they meet either. So we're going to work this. We found a couple sample pans with 10, 15 little flakes in it, and we're about to start sampling on this gravel bar. I'll show you in just a second, and see what we can find, so stay tuned. Okay, I'm not sure if it'll show up real well on the camera or not, but this is a little gravel bar we're fixing to sample, and what we're going to do is do some test holes all the way down, see if we can find a paste streak in it and see what we can find. Got some decomposing bedrock over here and some quartz. So it should be a good spot. We'll let you know if we find anything. Okay, so we've dug 2 sample holes on this gravel bar here, and we're finding some decent gold in it. So we definitely found another place to come back and work. This is about 50 yards down from where we were at in the last videos working, and we found some decent gold so far on this. I'm not sure if the camera will pick any of it up.
That's just my pan.
But we'll get a cleanup done after a while. Yeah, you can see some of the gold in it. Not a lot, but there's a lot more gold in that pan. And we'll get it home and we'll get it cleaned up and show you what we found just sampling. We're not trying to do any kind of production work today. We're just trying to figure out where the gold's at. So stay tuned. We'll be back with you on the next pan. Okay, so here's one of our sample holes. As you can tell, it's not very deep compared to where it goes off the bank. There's about 1 foot to 1.5 foot worth of material sitting on this gravel bar. And it goes all the way back over to here to this tree. So about 2.5 feet, 3 feet. And then of course the bottom of the creek here that's going to hold gold. So we're going to sample this and we're going to go all the way down this gravel bar and see what we can find. Hey, what's up everybody? So we came in the other day and we did some sample panning. We found a spot that holds some pretty good gold. We're about 50 yards down from where we were previously, but the gold's not as good up there anymore. So we're looking for richer ground. So we believe we found some. So we're going to come in here today and we're going to work this area. We brought the Mini Max with us. We're going to set it up and try to have a production day and run all the material that we can and see what kind of gold we're getting. We had some decent colors in our test pans and it looked good. So we think we're on a good spot. So stay tuned and we'll get everything set up and we'll be right back with you. Okay, everybody, I wanted to take a minute and talk about our setup. It's nothing special. Well, it is special, honestly, because this is a great machine. Now, we bought this ourselves. We're not getting any kind of benefits from Keene other than enjoying using their good equipment. We bought it, paid for it. They didn't send anything to us. But when you're in a situation like this, we got bedrock here, a small shallow pond. You know, it's hard to work these areas. The sluice box won't work in here because there's not enough flow. You'd really have to dam it up and run it out. This a little electric Highbanker works really well. This can turn into a sluice box, a concentrator, anything you want really. It's kind of all in one prospecting a piece, and it captures everything from super fine gold to nuggets. And where it speaks volume is this leg system where you can adjust it anywhere you're at. It took us literally maybe 8 minutes to set this whole machine up, and now we're ready to start running material. And it wasn't hard, it wasn't troublesome. The hardest thing about it is carrying the deep cycle battery into where you're working. So I just wanted to point that out. If you're in the market for a good machine, and we put this thing through its paces, it's held up, it's not giving us any problems at all. It's a really good machine. So when you're in something like this and you really have to work to get something set up, these legs and system like this really makes it a lot easier on you and makes setup a breeze. So, and plus it catches good gold and it's built phenomenally well. So I just wanted to point that out. But by no means are we making anything from Keene, or they're not a sponsor or anything like that, but they do make great equipment. Okay guys, we always do a clean out after 6 buckets. I don't know why we do it. We just like to kind of make sure we're working in a good area and it's got the kind of material on the ground where we want to be in. So we're going to see what we get after this clean out and see what we got, any kind of gold we got, and we'll let you see what we get after we're done panning. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if you can see or not. That's gold, that's gold, that's gold. A lot of fine gold all throughout the black sands. We didn't work it down a lot here because we're not using a safety pan or anything. But there's definitely good gold in this pan. There's another piece there. That might be a piece of mercury. Can't tell yet. A lot of fine gold. There's a big pocket of decent little pieces of gold. So I think we're in a good spot to continue working. There's a nice little piece of gold. I hope you can see this on camera. Obviously, if not, we'll do a cleanup tonight and let you see what we're getting anyway. But yeah, it's got some good gold in this first 6 buckets. So we're going to continue running this area for the rest of the day, and we'll let you know what we get at the end of the video. Okay guys, so I wanted to give you an idea of where we're digging at. Right now we're still working in the creek itself. There is gold over here on this bench. We've tested it. It's finer gold than what's in the creek, but we hadn't got all the way down, but there's a lot of colors in every pan. But this is the area we're working. Go straight up, and that's up the creek ways is where we were working in the beginning. But this is holding decent gold. Hopefully we'll try to get us a gram today, maybe a little more. We're going to keep running buckets of material. Got some decomposing bedrock right here where my foot was at. Yeah, so it's a good day out prospecting. It's not too cold, it's not too hot, it's working out pretty good. So we're going to dig material. As you can see, it's not the easiest stuff to dig through, but we're trying to get down as deep as we can, get the bedrock or clay. But yeah, we're finding good gold, so we're going to keep after it. Okay, so I've been running material steadily, and Corbin's been out test panning, making sure we're still on the gold. We had to take a break. I got tired of running material, and he got tired of shoveling. So we're going to do this. I think this will be 12 buckets, and we're going to call it a day. So after we get this ran, we'll do a quick cleanup out here and see what it looks like. Then when we get home, we'll do a full-on cleanup and let you see all the gold we got.